Alright, the rain let up a little bit. I'm gonna go check on the garage roof because it's really leaking. Look at all that water. So you see all this moisture up here? That's water coming into the roof. Yeah. And then looks like it's dripping in here, all over the return pile here to Home Depot, and my battery charger tender leaks all the way over here. So, I don't know, this right here, I'm gonna put so that it soaks up all this water coming down. And hopefully that helps a little bit. Alright, I did what I could do. We're picking up new metal in a couple days anyways, and hopefully we'll be able to get to putting this roof on in the next couple of weeks. Alright, we are headed into Riverside today to go pick up some 26 gauge roofing sheets, and it's also hella COVID right now going on, so I have a respirator here, and I'm gonna practice my social distancing. I gotta wear that mask. So anyways, it's nice and rainy out today. Beautiful day. Let me suit up. Look at these nice panels.
Maybe fork down a little bit?
Well, that's all I got for the tilt down?
Yeah, tilt down.
Well, that's all I have for the tilt down.
Oh, that's it, that's it. Okay. Just, yeah, hold it right there real quick. Okay, back up, back up.
All right. Good.
And stop.
Okay, gotcha. Good.
right, that was easy. Let's go home. All right, folks, well, we're back in Wonder Valley. We got what we needed from Riverside, some nice metal panels to fix our leaky garage roof, and yeah, I'm gonna get home and relax for a little bit, and yeah, that might be it for me today, but we gotta figure out a plan for this roof. Okay, good morning. Today is big day. We get started on the roof. I got some help coming today. So this whole part of the roof leaks, and we got some brand new 26 gauge galvanized steel sheets that we're gonna install up on the roof. I'm pretty sure the plan is just going to be to lay the metal sheets over the roof. We're not going to do anything fancy. I might take a little bit of this extra garbage off the roof here where it's sticking up, and not going to allow the sheets to lay down flat. That's all I'm really going to care about. Is I want the panels to be as flat on the roof as possible. So yeah. So this is the problem area right here. And I think I'm gonna grab a putty knife and just start getting as much of this garbage off here as possible, so that the panels have something flat to lay on. Otherwise it's gonna get all wavy with all this stuff. This side of the roof is actually not leaking, and you know, I'm just gonna the metal panels will just lay flat on this part, and we'll screw them in. So I don't think I'm gonna have to do too much or really any work on this side to prep for to lay the metal panels down, but this side is going to need some work.
What do you think?
Looks great. It's so shiny.
No more leaky roof.
That's exciting.
There's a mess.
Are you guys done for today?
No. We're gonna do the second half now. So.
Sorry about that.
Right.
Here it is. It's looking pretty good. So this being my first metal roof install, I did make some mistakes here, and honestly it didn't turn out perfect, but this roof is literally 1000% better than the roof that was on there. So I'm not really mad about it, because this roof definitely isn't going to leak. It just it might not look as pretty as you know, a professional roofing contractor, but guess what, I'm a software engineer, haha. So anyways, let's take a look. This was the first roofing panel that we had to put on. For some reason, you know, we started with the hardest part first. I usually try to start things the hardest part first, just to get those out of the way. So this obviously connected to the power line. I wanted the most brain cells thinking about how to get this done safely and done right. So basically unscrewed this, slid the first panel down, and then lined the panel up with this edge, which actually isn't square with that edge. And I figured that out pretty quickly. Second panel went down, and look at how off it was. It was like almost an inch off just after the first two panels. So I had to make a correction there, and we ended up laying the third panel down square with this bottom edge. And when we did that, there was a gap here that we ended up just cutting a custom piece to put over this gap, so you can't even really tell. And then this line is straight. So the rest of the panels are straight. You know, made that little mistake there, but I'm glad that we figured out how to work this out. And it's always good to have little tricks like this in your pocket, because if you go to a more complicated roof with a bunch of angles or whatever the case is, I don't know, that's not so complicated, but you know what I'm saying, like a complicated roof with a bunch of angles on there, you gotta be able to cut these custom pieces and fill those gaps where things aren't lining up for you. So what's left to do today is I need to screw this back down to the roof, through the roof there. That'll be good. There's a bunch of screws I have to put in on that edge here. I got to put some screws in there, and then clean up. I think that's, oh, and also I need to make a piece of flashing. I need to make a piece of flashing where that goes down in there, but I think I'm actually going to order a plastic boot that goes around that, and then I screw the boot around there. So I might have to order that. I don't want to spend all day trying to figure out how to cut a custom piece to fix that. So let's get going here. It's about 8 in the morning again. It's pretty beautiful right now. Pretty beautiful.
And